Oh. That doesn't sound good, does it? Hello, everybody. The horn of the Kiribets is a bit broken, it seems. Let's finish the ploughing, then we can skip through. Oh, we can't skip through night until it's 8 o'clock. Let's finish the ploughing and see what we can do until 8 o'clock. Hello, Kinky Viking. That's a name and a half. Hello, Evo. Max Spikelet. Monster. Thomas Fletcher. Hello. So there's a weird little...
Hello, Dave. That
Oh,
Dave.
no.
Dave's there.
I forgot to let this happen. This is gonna go for a little while, possibly.
Hello, Dave. That Dave. Dave's there.
Just ignore the sub notifications. They're gonna be a thing.
Hello, Dave. That Dave. Dave's there.
Do I have cows on this map? No. I don't plan on being on this map for much longer. It's kind of seeming
Hello,
like...
Dave. That Dave. Dave's there.
Seeming like I'll be off it by the end of the month. Hopefully. Because I'm moving to the west coast once it's out.
Hello, Dave. That Dave. Dave's there.
I promise this won't take forever. There we go. I think Streamlabs is caught up now. I forgot to let that happen before the stream. Sorry. That happens. That happens sometimes where I forget to let the old notifications go through and Streamlabs is like, I don't know what I'm trying to do, so I'm just going to send all of the notifications ever. Yeah, exclamation mark potato is not a command. Also, it just mirrors the stream being a bit weird. Looks like there's a bit of a frame rate issue with the stream. Interesting. Hello, Chris. Figured I'd start early after the fun of the last stream, where my computer blue screened at the very end and I rage quit for the day. You've seen that? What have you seen? The frame rate issues I seem to be having? Oddly, it's on like YouTube's end. What bitrate am I streaming at? 4 kilobits per second. Or 4,000 kilobits per second. That's odd. Yeah, I'm streaming at 4 meg. I shouldn't actually be having a frame rate issue. And it's only on the output. Yeah, the reason I kind of rage quit, what was it, Wednesday stream was that I'd lost everything I'd done. Everything I did on Wednesday got nuked. So it didn't end well. That's really odd that only the stream has a bit of a weird frame rate issue. Like, it looks fine on my end, I'm looking at XSplit and that's fine, and I look at the output on YouTube and that's running at a weird FPS. I don't know. Hello, Charlie Brown. Is Snoopy around? I'd actually intended on starting this stream at 4, but I got up a bit late. So it started a bit later than I would have liked. Yesterday we played for 6 hours and your PC crashed. God, got autosave. Yeah, I don't have autosave, but I make sure and save regularly. Or somewhat regularly. So, after the blue screen, I had a look at what potentially caused it. And I didn't need to look very hard, because as soon as the computer was booting up after the blue screen, it said, updating Windows. Windows Update crashed my computer, so that it could update Windows. Rodri Jones has subscribed. Thank you very much for subscribing, Rodri. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Seems like my mic's a bit quiet today. There we go. Exclamation mark update Windows Kappa. I don't like the YouTube Kappa. At least, yeah, you can crash your computer for free. There you go. But that's something Windows Update definitely should not do, and I've heard I wasn't the only person who actually had a crash from it. Because I put it into the chat that we use on Facebook for the guys that are on TeamSpeak, the team chat on Facebook, and VF said he heard of a few guys having the exact same issue that day. So it's a weird one. Hello, John Deere fans, Selfridge. I'm almost out of coffee. I'm out of coffee. I saw Sergey's tractor again. Yes, I was using this yesterday in the video, but nobody watched the video. I was monitoring views again, and yesterday's video did atrociously. So, did you guys get it in your sub boxes? Did you just not watch it? Well, if Windows deleted my YouTube channel, then I'd probably start over. Got the guys on Discord, they'll probably resubscribe. I've got Landy and Sim who'd probably say, hey, Dave's YouTube channel got nuked somehow. You know, if you were subscribed to him before and you enjoyed his stuff. Yesterday was bad, you got half your usual. Yeah! You didn't get a message yesterday, Mr. Sips. I think the sub box is broke again. Sub box is broke again. Thank you, Charlie Brown. Yeah, yesterday I started this field and had a bit of a talk about it and stuff like that. I did put it into the Discords, but it does seem like I put it in a bit too early because nobody really watched it. Because I was awake at 8:30 yesterday morning, and good lord did I regret that. Did not get a notification yesterday. So, what I'm going to do is, that's the ploughing done. I actually want to get the plough out into a different field in a minute. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to continue the sugar beet harvest. Because, well, it needs to be finished, doesn't it? It's not instant. What's not instant? You have a feeling YouTube are going to do a Facebook? Probably. Have you seen the new layout, Sim? It's, I like it. I thought you weren't in TeamSpeak last night, but, well, not when I was on anyway. But there's a new layout coming to YouTube, and it's a lot more spacious. There's bits that I like about it and bits that I despise. Pay to boost your reach. I swear if that happens, I'm just gonna switch. I'm just gonna go over to Twitch. If that happens, I'll just stream on Twitch. I'll tell you guys, hey, look, YouTube's being a douchebag. I'm gonna stream on Twitch daily. And at that point, I'll be wholly reliant on donations and Patreon, but hey, why not? Twitch is better. I don't know if it's better. It's different. That's about all I can say about Twitch. So if you watch the video from, I think it was, you straight up quit. I'd go over to Twitch. I kind of like Twitch. Watched the video the other day. You'll see that I was putting a lot of sugar beets into pallets, and then I realized there'd be like 100 pallets. Just for this one field, so I gave up on that idea, because it was a stupid idea. How do get this work? I don't know. Maybe stream a mixer, it's pretty good too. Yeah. I might just like give up on videos and just go straight full streaming all the time. If I did that. I'd come up with something that would mean you guys would still get content, because I enjoy creating it. Hello, Eddie Scott. Frog in my throat. Get out of my throat, frog. Hello, Eddie. How are we doing today? I that from my bell. Yes. Beside the subscribe icon, there's a little bell. Press it, and it'll ding-a-ling for you. Now press the bell, and you will get the whole notification squad thing, so you can watch my videos at 6 AM. Although I am kind of thinking of moving the upload time to being a bit later in the day. Because I have noticed that the videos are kind of dead in the mornings. I've been monitoring views, and statistics, and viewing statistics, and statisticky views. Do I know when the West Coast is coming out? When it's ready, Mr. Sips. Bullet Bill gave like a rough time frame of by the end of the month. But as I kind of proved on Wednesday, let me know how that experiment goes, Sim, if you don't mind. Because I've got kind of 3 times that I could do. That I've got in my head box. And I don't know how any of them would work. I'll need to look at like graphs and stuff. What time is it for me? It is 4:54 PM. Do I know simulator gaming? Yes, we have had issues in the past. I've had issues with many people in the past, and some more recent past than others. But yes, I do know. I'm willing to say that I've had issues with people. Regardless of whether or not they've been rectified. Which is something you should assume has happened in most cases. Yeah, uploading early is bad. Uploading in the mid-afternoon is bad. Uploading in the evening is bad. There's no winning. He has a bot that says where I live. Does he now? Kinky, thank you for that information. Sim, if you're here, could you oh, it says I'm live. Oh, live streaming. Okay, because I have been having issues with somebody giving out personal information. They know. Are they on our Sim and Landy on TeamSpeak? Are you on TeamSpeak? I don't know what's going on today. Because I have had issues with people giving up some of my personal information recently, and once I find out who does it, they'll have a very bad time. You're not? Okay. Hello, Darryl Walsh. How are you doing today? We gotta get back to topping here. Nope, down you go. Ukrainian granddads, which means you got no microphone because you're fooled. You're confused, so am I. I think what he means is simulator gaming is using Septipus and has Septipus saying when I'm live. Much like I do, much like What, Sim, if you actually had a memory you'd know where I live, because I've told you like 6 times. I've told you the town like 6 or 7 times. I've sent you Google Maps of the town in the past. There's a big difference between you've never told me and or I don't know and I've completely forgotten. And with you, Sim, it's usually I've completely forgotten. Oh dear. You've slept. Yeah. That is in no way surprising. Is it true that I'm a princess? Pizza, I'm gonna ask nicely that you don't bring that stuff up here. Do I live in Tip? Yes. That's about as close as you'll get to learning what town I live in. Because I will say it's not Tipperary town. I live near a field that's literally 2 headlands. I also live near a field that's literally 1 headland. It's literally just... If you look on Google Maps... I'm not ever going to show you this. I might put just a field into Discord actually some night. There is a field near me that it's literally just a headland. From a sprayer. And it's kind of adorable. Might be the same one. I think it is the same one you're thinking of. You're getting married? Well, congrats, Hunter. Yeah, dude, some people have this weird fascination of knowing where I live. Or my real name, and stuff like that. Which I don't get the point of it. I like... being... I guess I like being mysterious, I like having my privacy. Guess when? In the morning! You're getting married in the morning. No? Oh. Are you getting married today, by any chance, Hunter? And my real name is Glenn Richard Johnson. Isn't my real name Dave the Weird Farmer? Pretty much. Bought a new shotgun today, you're going to a big shoot tomorrow. Awesome. Wait, you're getting married today, Hunter? That's kind of awesome and weird. My real name changes on a daily basis. No, Sim's real name is Frederick Bourbon Biscuit. NHF. Davin, you're completely right. Some people don't mind it as much, but I kind of like having just the mysterious bit about it. Hello, Matt. Thank you for dealing with the Korean yesterday. I'm gonna put it like that. I said bourbon correct for once. Dang it. Now I'll never live down the fact that I said bourbon the wrong way. Bourbon. 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 Hang on, I've got to move something here. I've got to close a damn thing from YouTube because it's like, how satisfied are you with streaming games? I'm less satisfied that you've got this stupid survey in the way. Not agreeing? Yes. After I got rid of the German. Intentionally being vague because that was fun. It doesn't matter, Kinky. Matt knows which Korean I'm on about. Farms and crash while doing off camera work, so now you've got a big X cargo with 6 billion litres fill level. Seriously, Sim? Everybody, I give you Simulate, Mr. I do things realistically. With his 6 billion litre Chrome Big X cargo. What happened here yesterday? Nothing happened here yesterday. That was on the other channel. Which meant that I got to have a bit of fun with it. Oh, 6 million litre. That's a bit better. See you, Kinky Viking. Captain Realism with a 6 million litre Chrome Big X cargo. Just gonna turn up the music a small bit. There we go. I swear, Sim, I think you and Landy are actually getting me into dance music a bit. And the fact that I'm listening to it daily now on YouTube. Crashes will kill brain cells. Don't I know it, Mr. Simulate? So blue screens while you're mapping. You didn't even notice music? I can turn it up a bit more then. I genuinely enjoy this song. Simulate's intro is now realism is key. Sim's intro should be realism is unimportant, my game crashed, deal with it. Music's fine. I know, I was just turning it up a bit more so I could hear it a bit more. Because it was even quiet in my ears. 2 whole fields, 2% full. Same. Come to think of it, how do you plan on getting that into the silage pits? Because they usually hold like 1 million litres. Sim, I'm giving you a new intro. Realism is unimportant, I'm lazy, deal with it. Don't think Dave has too many brain cells, so I should definitely refrain from crashing. Oh, thanks, Davin. You realize I've got a degree in science, right? Like, I actually have a letters after my name. I'm RainbowDave BSc. Hashtag realism requires new game engine. There's your intro, Sim. One day you'll get me into the club and house music you listen to. I like house music. I absolutely love chill house. To the point where, like, regularly if I'm mapping and just want to listen to something, I'll open up Spotify and just throw on a chill house playlist. I'm not even kidding. There's something just well, clearly there's something relaxing about chill house. There's something funny about the fact that the shadows break if there's too big of a divot in the ground. Hashtag Team Apple Music. Ew. How am I today? I'm good. Realism can't have teleport mod. Somewhat funnily, I don't have teleport mod in this folder. I need to put it in though. I need to put TARDIS teleport in. I'm good today. I was dealing with some stuff earlier on that some of the admins know, some of them don't. And that's part of the reason I started early. But, you know, I'm in a good mood. And if you're wondering what my little motto for Farm Sim is, it's realism is great, but fun is better. Because, I mean, it's all well and good you having the most realistic farm in the world, but if you're not having fun, there's no point in you playing the game. $636,000 litres of forage in one load. Oh, good God, Sid. Also, you might have noticed that I'm doing a bit less of the high-octane RainbowDave voice today. I just can't be bothered. This is my actual voice. Hello. My fuel usage set to low. I don't know what I've got fuel usage set to. I think I've got it set to realistic. But this thing is using like no fuel. It's amazing. How long am I streaming? How long have I been streaming? About half an hour. How long am I streaming for? Until about 7 PM GMT or BST. 7 PM Irish time. It's currently 5:07 PM. I need to get some cheap mods in actually for off-camera work. Exclamation mark uptime. I don't know if there is an uptime counter available for YouTube. Like the uptime is on the top left of the stream. So you can see how long I've been streaming for. I just realized I don't have XSplit open, so I can't actually see the live output. There we go. A Portuguese time if you're important. Does Portugal use GMT? Uptime, downtime, left time, right time. Forward time, back time. So we're day 2 of early autumn. We can fast forward time with no ill effects. Which is actually great. Yes, in the Canary Islands. I did not know that. I have been educated. So I'm kind of tempted to just let this get to about 8 o'clock and then... Or I say not let this get to... But just yes, to fast forward time to about 8 PM in game. And just skip night from there. Which I think I will do, in fact. Out 10. So it's now 6 o'clock in the morning, and my frame rate has crapped itself. Wow. I think it might have been evening screwing with my frame rate. Yeah, the lighting has been screwing my frame rate. So get this up to somewhere near solid 60. There we kind of go. There we go. Nice and bright so you can see what I'm actually doing now. So about Ireland and leprechauns. Oh dear. I just noticed that the derpiness of the frame rate on YouTube has now stopped, so it was the evening time that causing it. Interesting. Interesting. I'm learning. You got a degree in aeronautical engineering and aviation science, you're a pilot, but still sitting in your house watching Farm Sim. Well, I know a DJ or two that enjoy watching Farm Sim. For some reason, Chrome wanted to autocorrect Leprechaun to Republicans. That's an interesting autocorrect, Chrome. I don't know what Google's trying to say. Hey, 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 Dusty Dave. How are you doing today, good sir? 5X Green TV is also a Republican, apparently. Dusty Dave with the emote spam. Oh, there we go. That's Dusty Dave is in a good mood today, apparently. Could, Matt, do you want to get rid of the Korean again? Matt got the Korean again. So, For those of you that were wondering what Korean I was talking about, you got a little sneak peek there in the chat. It's Friday. I take it you've been having an interesting week, Dave. Mobile YouTube can't moderate. Mobile YouTube can't many things. You forgot it was Friday. Kebab day. Oh dear. Does that mean you will be on TeamSpeak at a very late hour and not a very good state of being, Mr. Simulate? Mr. Sips, we're not mentioning the name intentionally here. We're just gonna call him the Korean. It can, just you can. Is it that you can't, or you can't be bothered? You just fancy junk food. Oh, okay. That is fair enough. You actually can't. Yeah, you just can't be bothered, can you, Eddie? For those of you that don't know, I've got Eddie Scap on Snapchat, on my personal Snapchat, because we're friends. Friends, yay. I've been sending him weird pictures of myself with filters on. And then making random claims. Like, I think at one point yesterday, I said I was a budget version of Elton John. Hectic week at work, glad it's done, bad side of all this. Yeah. Work's never fun, is it? Also, Matt, now I want a massive sausage, bacon, egg sandwich. Heard about Eddie's Snapchat. Sim, he wanted to add you on Snapchat so you could do streaks or something like with you. And I go, what the crap, Eddie? An aging Dave with a dog filter. I've been playing with filters a lot. What a cool setup. I should look up swashing on YouTube. I don't appreciate you advertising randomly. But honestly, I think my setup's good enough. I don't particularly care for like an awesome setup. Like the one that works is a good enough setup for me. Although I am almost daily more and more interested in getting something that's very expensive and pretty much only used for only of massive use for streaming. Which, if you watch Landy, you'll know I'm talking about the Stream Deck. Love your Snapchats. You sent me a video yesterday, I think it was yesterday, of you just tickling your dog's ears, Sam. I want to get the Stream Deck. I'm more and more tempted on a daily basis. So, in like probably a month or two, I'll say I'll finally snapped and bought the Stream Deck. You're seeing if he was live. Take the block off. No. The field is muddy. It rained earlier. It rained overnight. The field is muddy. It's fine. You on a Stream Deck? No,
Hello,
you on the stream.
That Dave, Dave's there.
Kevin Martinson, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I have a cat. Well, we have many cats. But we have a cat here. I don't know if it's even our cat. Like, it's not our cat. It just lives in the back garden. But whenever I go at the back, he will literally just climb up my leg and look for his head to be petted, to be scratched. Every single time. Use GPS, please. Okay. I'm using GPS now. Look at me using GPS. GPS is being used. I'm doing this my way because I can. Not the diff lock argument. Apparently the diff lock argument again. Combined with now the GPS disagreement. In real life you can't steer. This is true! In real life I can't steer because I don't have a steering wheel. Or, well, I don't have a car. How full is this? Full enough for me to go to a shed and find somewhere to dump it. Because I need to get a shed set aside for all of them sugar beets, yo. So if you're enjoying, hit the like button. We got, what, 44 people here. Let's see if we can get, I don't know how many likes are we on. Let's see if we can get 30 likes. That's kind of my aim for the stream as a whole at the moment. It's just to beat yesterday's number. Because yesterday I was streaming on my super secret second channel. What's a stream deck? It's a glorified button box. Jag. I'm just gonna be blunt, it is a glorified button box with little LED buttons. Or LED screens as the buttons. But it... Ah! Monster, I hope you realize the super secret bit was a joke. What's this map? Check the title. Caesar Gaming. And maybe the description and the thumbnail. This is Thornton Farm by Oxygendavid with a couple of tweaks by myself. Because I do enjoy doing maps and little tweaks just to suit my playstyle. So we gotta find somewhere to put the sugar beets. That's just a thing, that's a given. And these sheds are pretty much... Okay, this shed is all bales. Most of them dirty. Which means... Did I say something other than Thornton Farm? It's Thornton Farm. If I said something other than Thornton Farm, I'm officially an idiot and you can call me such. This texture could be probably a bit more high res. Tanks, where? Where are the tanks? I want a tank. Caesar Gaming, can I have a tank? You get me a tank. In real life you can't steer to lock on. Yes. In real life I wouldn't be on a farm. That's a hacker shot. That sounds about right, yes. Boing. Where we go? So I'm kind of tempted. I said Thornton. Well, thank you, Charlie. I am an idiot 90% of the time, and it seems like people are a bit happy to call me one at the moment. Just because they won't admit they're wrong. One person in particular, I'm not going to name. Won't accept facts. Real shame. But, I'm not going to go into that in detail. Just going to leave that at that, because you can steer diff locks, but not at that speed. Again, I care not. If I cared for realism, I probably wouldn't be doing sugar beets, I'll be honest. I also wouldn't have, you know, like 4 tractors on this map. If I wasn't an idiot, this would be a very boring channel where I just do the same thing 63 times. Have a good roleplay virtual farming vlogs? No, Bob. I've just kind of taken a break from it because trying to roleplay grass or mowing grass in 6 different ways stops being fun. It stopped being fun, and I ran out of things to try and roleplay for the time being. I will be returning to it full on again, but it'll probably be in a different format. I'm trying to think up a format where it would work, and the only way I can think of it working would be with quite heavily edited videos, which would mean I need to spend probably 2 to 3 times as much time recording it, which mean every video would be at least kind of an hour and a half, 2 hours of recording. Not Ventommen actually, Bob. I'm gonna go with the West Coast for a little while as the roleplay map, because I do want to play that. So Thornton's gonna be up and replaced by the West Coast, and that's gonna be the only map that I do for a little while. I have a schedule in mind right now that would mean 2 roleplay videos a week, and they would be reasonably well edited. I can't guarantee good editing, but because I'm an idiot and can't edit. I will be on Ventommen, Bob, don't worry. As far as I know, myself, Sim, Landy, VF, all of the TeamSpeak crowd and our little circle are all going to be on Ventommen as soon as we get it, because we're all looking forward to that map. We're all really looking forward to it, and we're being super patient with Dusty Dave because we want the map to be as good as it possibly can be. And from the little teaser that Dave put out, it does look better than FS15 Ventommen. It looks to be a better map already. Definitely more detailed. Was there another update for seasons? There was a new geomod put up today for Denmark. Well, for dinner, see ya, Bob. Enjoy your dinner. I hope it's delicious. There's a new geomod out today. There wasn't a seasons update today. There is a seasons version like 1.1, which, Dave, I don't know if you know this, but for some reason, well, I know why. They removed compatibility with the old pre-release style of snow mask, so you gotta redo it completely. Did you miss the rant? I've decided against doing it, Keen. I did have a rant planned, but I think I'm gonna do a video where I explain it in very nice terms. What I want to talk about. So I'll actually write a script and have an actual scripted video, which is a rarity for me because I don't like writing scripts and I don't like having scripted videos, but I will have one for this so that I know exactly what I want to talk about, and it's going to be more of a discussion than a rant, or at least that's the aim. That's the aim, is I'm going to try and have it as a discussion video rather than a rant. Well, yeah, because that's exactly it. I'm going to do all the research I need to and have all the sources ready and screenshot it and ready to go. Hello, John Rogers. But it's gonna be like a week or 2 before I can do this. Because I actually want to have it, like, formatted and scripted and all written out and everything kind of done well. Which, granted, is different from the channel as a whole, but yeah. I have done a few scripted videos before. Like, I think I've done 3 or 4 videos where I've literally had a sheet of paper in front of me that had the points I wanted to bring up and why I wanted to bring them up and how I wanted to bring them up. There was one video that I literally wrote a script for as well. But it's a rarity. I don't like script writing, but sometimes it needs to be done. I'll effectively be reading an essay. So it'll probably be a 5-10 minute video addressing what I want to address. And when it's made, I thoroughly... If I make it, because I might decide against doing it entirely. If I make it, when it's done, I thoroughly encourage you guys to share it around the different farm sim communities. To try and... It was 27 was what we were trying to beat, but we hit 30. Awesome. Let's see if we can hit 50. Let's see if we can hit 50 likes, guys. Come on, there's, what, 42 of you guys here. Best number in the world. Let's see if we can hit 50 likes. If you are, of course, enjoying, you should hit the like button. If you're not, hit dislike, because I really don't care. And if you're really enjoying and you haven't done so already, hit subscribe. I'm usually a bit more animated, but today I'm just kind of having a bit more of a chill stream vibe going on. Type thing. Because I could be very angry. Yeah, it could be angry Dave because something has been happening that's been angering me. But, nah. No point. There's no point in getting angry. I'm gonna do what I do best and just let it sit and fester for a while until I blow up in a fit of rage, like the likes of which the earth has never seen before now. I'm gonna just let it sit for a bit. Where's Facecam gone? It's gone for a reason. There is a reason, and you will find out when it comes back what the reason was. It should be back soon. I'll say that. But I've not in much of a rush to bring it back. Hello, VF. How are you doing today? Sin's gonna be on to me a TeamSpeak tonight. Like, Dave, you sounded like you weren't enjoying the stream at all. I'm like, dude, I was just chilling out, playing some farm sim and streaming. I'm having a bad hair day. That's kind of right. I mean, I haven't brushed my hair or dealt with my hair at all, so it's just kind of bleh everywhere. There's something else going on that I'm intentionally not mentioning. Heading home, you're on the train. Dealing with the train problems. Hello, Nathan, how are you doing? Welcome back, Mr. Sips. Very unusual to have been going for almost an hour on a Friday, at this point. You're not late night's life, the stream has plenty of time remaining. Do I play much MP? No. Come to think of it, we didn't record multiplayer this week because I think we all forgot about it. No multiplayer videos this week, guys. Mr. Sips, I'm gonna change your name back. I was just making fun of you last night when I was bored. Just accept that your name on Discord canon will change randomly, okay? That's something everybody on the Discord should accept. It's just I reserve the right to change names for any reason, including none whatsoever. Hey, Delta. Oh, you gotta go do the work thing. That's fun. Did I play any MP besides the MP series? Nope. Last week's MP was great. That was so funny. I mean, I think it was so good that we completely just lost... Well, I lost track of time for sure this week, because I've been just stressing over like a million different... I'm seeing black flashes every so often. That's not good. Yeah, bills are fun. I'm glad that I don't have many of those. Except for like quite large amount of money I actually owe from student loans, which I'm not going to give a number, but suffice it to say it's got 5 figures. It's a 5-digit number. Hashtag save in case it crashes, yes. I don't want to use the single harvester. What, the one that came out in the mod contest? Yeah, no. One of the creators of that commented on the mod review I did, saying that, oh my, your graphics card isn't powerful enough to run this mod. I'm like, I've got a GTX 980, dude. I'm pretty sure the problem's either with the mod or the game. I'm not saying how much money I owe from student loans. It's actually embarrassing. It is genuinely just like, college is great and college is important and I think everybody should have a degree, but the amount you end up owing at the end of it is like, what? And this was in the UK, which is like rather cheap compared to the US. Hello Craig, I am doing well today. How are you doing today? Good sir. Which combine? It was the beet harvester from the mod contest. As it turns out, the issue with the harvester, and I pointed this out to the modder who claimed it was my graphics card. The issue with it was it's an issue with the game itself. The CD Models one. It's an issue with the game itself, and I don't think the person who commented realized it. So they deflected, because I said it was a problem with the mod. I was wrong as well. I openly admit that I was wrong there. But you don't go to a YouTuber that their graphics card isn't strong enough when odds are YouTubers using a GTX 970 or better. Very hard argument to win there. You got blisters on your foot. Ouch. Craig, this is gonna sound bad. Get yourself a lighter and a sewing needle or sewing pin or whatever, and just spike the blisters. Use the lighter to heat up the pin until it's pretty damn hot, to sterilize it, and then just pop your blisters with that. It'll hurt like hell, but it'll actually solve the problem pretty quick. Hello, Farming Pro and Tommy. Or chop your foot off. Yeah, that'd solve it too. That'll be a bit more of a permanent solution. Matt's method is easier, says Sim. What you gotta do is get yourself a chainsaw. Your nail is back. What did you do to your nail, Pizza? Do I know if the Massey Pack has an update? The Massey Pack did update yesterday, I think it was. And I think I downloaded it actually. I'll be able to tell very quickly. Yes, Massey Pack has an update because I got the 27 combine, which is incorrect. The actual fill level of this is 4,200 litres. The header for the MF27 is supposed to be... That's really loud. The header for the MF27 is supposed to be 3.6 meters. It's actually 6, so that's again incorrect. That's false. I'm gonna just point out what's wrong with what they did. They also added a round baler, which I haven't actually had a look at, and I don't think I've seen anybody using it. Which should be over here somewhere. 125F, which I don't know what the actual capacity of that round baler is, but there's a round baler as well. And probably like another couple of things. The Massey Ferguson chainsaw. But yeah, I'm gonna just say the Massey harvester they put in to the pack, not great in terms of realism. Because I will call out mods for being unrealistic. The capacity is wrong. The width of the header is wrong. Pizza or kebab? Pizza kebab. Kebab pizza. You should get both. Pizza wheel's gonna say pizza. Yeah, fell off during one of the MP streams. Spray after you first stuff from your connected PTO to subtract from the logging winch. Ouch! That that must have been fun. Kebab pizza. I vote kebab pizza or pizza kebab. Like, either of those combinations would be perfect. I'm gonna have to get into the fast track again. Just to appease the people who are gonna complain non-stop about diff locks. Because apparently that's now the argument in Farmstead. Pibab! Pibab or, Keza. Keza! Right. Let's get this over to the yard and into a shed. Keep it on for the lulls. No, because people complain that it annoys me. Pizza when I'm paying attention, yeah. Kebab pizza really is... Well, why not get a kebab pizza then? Same. I'm like 100% serious. That way you get kebabs and pizza. I see no issues with that idea. In any case, you can get anything in... You can get anything on a pizza now. You can get pizzas on a pizza. You can get a pizza that's literally 3 different sizes of pizza stuff just on top of it. It's a really big pizza with, I think, 4 normal pizzas on it. And then those normal pizzas have mini pizzas on top of that. And I think even those mini pizzas might have even smaller pizzas on top of that. So that's the second load of sugar beets in. Ish. Just nudge that forward a small bit. There we go. Clearly the tip calls are out a bit further than I expected. There we go. A leaning tower of pizza. That would be amazing. There we go. That's quite a bit of sugar beet in now. It's what, 40-odd thousand liters in those 2 trailers. And we're gonna have a lot more coming. We're gonna... Doner is better. Doner is delicious. I love doner meat. Like, I will literally have occasionally doner meat and chips. It's just good. It's just good. Hello, Ranger Gaming. How are you doing today? I've no problem talking about food because I had my breakfast about 5 minutes before I started the stream. So I'm completely fine talking about food. Doner meat and chips. But the way that my local takeaway does it is you get your doner meat and chips and it's covered with like a sweet chili sauce. And I think ketchup. Or some sort of weird like red sweet chili kind of sauce. And mayonnaise. And oh my god, is that delicious. Perfect. Breakfast. I have breakfast. 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 Yeah, I woke up at noon, went back to sleep, woke up at 2, I was like, okay, breakfast time. Breakfast. Right, onwards and upwards and downwards and sideways. With a screwdriver. I might need to run and get more water later on the stream. Yeah. Barbecue with beer, lovely. I don't really drink all that much. A different time. I don't really drink all that much because I don't particularly see the point. I know why people do it, I just don't see the point of doing it myself. Hey Logan, you're new here. Expect idiocy. That's all I'm gonna put. That's all I really need to say. Hello, Loke. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well too. Oh God, Matt with the dad jokes. Matt, why the dad jokes, Matt? Wish you could get stuck in the field so it's used for the tow bar. Is that a challenge, Pizza? Do you want me to get stuck? Because I can get stuck real quick, real easy. What have I missed? Harvesting. And I finished the ploughing from yesterday's video. Which it seems like the sub boxes were broken, so almost nobody saw it. Wonderful. I love YouTube sometimes, where it just randomly breaks the most important things. Just do it. Alright, Shia LaBeouf. Don't expect 100% realism 100% of the time. I like... Don't let your memes be dreams. Actually, yeah, my way around was better because... You're like, don't dream about memes. You should always dream about memes. That should be like the only thing you ever dream about is memes. Traveled 170 kilometers today by public transport. And you survived? For those of you using ye olde Freedom units, that's about 100 miles. 105-ish miles. Look, went on public transport. There we go. Is that fast your school bus goes? That I wouldn't mind, like going home from school at 100 miles an hour, yes. Memes. You've been with Sims since Knaves will multiply and you dare to check my channel out. How dare you, Logan? For shame. I'm the one that brings the chaos to that. I am the source of all the chaos in those multiplayer videos. As you probably discovered when I started causing all the problems. I beat the horn, the train started moving. Hopefully your train is now juddering violently. Minimum order amount £8, total $7.9. Order like a can of Coke or something, Sam. Logan, don't worry, I'm only messing. I'm only joking. I am a terrible comedian, but I try and be one nonetheless. Like, order a sachet of tomato ketchup or something. That's including it. Order a sachet of tomato ketchup. Like, find the cheapest thing on the menu and order it. Am I going to the ploughing this year? I don't expect to. Here's the thing. If I were to go to the ploughing, I would literally be leaving my house at about 4 in the morning. Like 4 or 5 in the morning. I wouldn't get back until 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And I tend to be doing something for the channel every single day, so I would literally have a day where there would be no videos. Add cheese to the chips. That will work. Buy a single extra chip. More than 3 hours. Oh, fun, Loke. Why did you need to travel 170 k's by public transport? Is the real question. Like that's the bit that's kind of like, why did you need to do that? Because I've done that before. I think I travelled nearly 300 by public transport in a day before. Upgraded your can for a bottle. Oh, that's awesome. Logging for you is really frustrating. It's just frustrating in general. It's the most annoying thing in Farm Sim ever. Well, I've gone like 300 kilometers by public transport in a day before, going up to Dublin and back. And it's boring. It's incredibly boring. It's just not a fun time. Brake lights. You just asked if you want to take away from tea. Ooh, very nice, Brad. I can imagine I'm going to have my dinner at like bang on 7 o'clock today. So I don't think I'm going to be able to overrun this stream too much. Yeah, there's some days where I can like overrun by up to an hour, but today is going to be a day where I just like finished bang on time because my dad's already home because he basically couldn't be bothered going up to the office today. What do you times 1 mile by to get 1 kilometer? Well, 1 kilometer is 5/8 of a mile, which is 0.675. So if you multiply 1 times if you multiply by 0.675, you'll get miles into kilometers. And if you, I think, divide by that same number, you get kilometers into miles. I think. Why is my shift not shift? Because you don't deserve it, clearly. That is totally the reason. Will there be multiplayer this weekend again? No. Because we all forgot to try and arrange it. That's not even me coming up with excuses. That's literally what happened, is that none of us actually brought it up this week at all. It got forgotten. 1.6 miles to 1 kilometer. That doesn't sound right. Anyway, out of the hours on the track when the vehicles looked them up. I think so. I haven't played around with it too much. I've never touched the like tractor hours, so when you're seeing like hours on my tractors, that's actual real hours that I've spent in these tractors in game. Do I have a tractor in real life? No. I don't live on a farm. I don't farm. I don't have a tractor. I see tractors regularly because I, live in a fairly countryside area. In fact, was it last night or the night before? There was a little parade of sorts. A nice little procession of I'm trying to think now. Class Arion, followed by a Zetter, followed by a John Deere, followed by I think it was a New Holland. All with kind of 32 foot bale trailers on the back, jam-packed with small straw square bales. So there was probably like 300, 400, 500 bales, all nice. The brightest meteor shower in 200 years, and it's cloudy. It's cloudy here too. That's a bit of a letdown. What's the weather forecast like? Now I'm having to look up the weather forecast. I need to turn off notifications on something here real quick. That can shut up because I don't want to hear about it anymore. Where's me thingy? I'm literally on my phone at the moment, so don't ever use your phone and drive, kids. Oh, the weather forecast for the rest of the day is atrocious. What time is it? 5:53. Oh, it's supposed to be cloudy for the rest of the day. Boo. I have a lawnmower, yes, but the self-drive is broken, so it's incredibly difficult to use. Looking forward to Platinum, yes. I think it looks interesting, and I'm looking forward to try it. Am I looking forward to Cattle Crops? Yes. Have I tried the latest updates of Cattle Crops? No, I haven't actually touched it for a very long time. I need to... I think the next time Cattle Crops updates, I will download it. I will go in game and I'll record a video of what I think of everything that's been put in since, which I think is the sprayer, slurry spreader, and I heard the next one's going to be seeding. I don't know how true that is, but I heard the next update's going to be seeding, which should be interesting. Hello, Numbers. How are you doing today? Let's get that done. Monster, a lot of people are retracting their comments today. So that last night, Dave. Get you working at last. Good. Very easy to screw up XML. It's very easy to get them right. Busy working so you can buy a Beamer. Yeah, that's why I bought an Oculus Rift like 2 days ago. I might at some point go downtown and check my bank account and see if I can afford one myself. Because I can buy that one. Do dislike the stream. Somebody who's not enjoying it, clearly, and that's their absolute right to do so. You know, if you're not enjoying what I'm doing, if you think I should maybe do something different, that's what the dislike button's for. Yes, Sim, because I forgot my password for online banking, and that fixing it requires me to actually make a phone call, and I don't like doing that, so I'd much rather go downtown and get a bank statement printed out there. I could ask Siri, but I'd still need my online banking details, which, no. Oh, yeah, Matt, that's the thing. Mobile does have this weird bug where it's like randomly deleting comments except not deleting comments, but saying they're deleted anyway. Also, my sparkling water's gone flat and it tastes weird. Just putting that out there. There we go. Just had 2 servings of homemade shepherd's pie and it was delicious. I am jealously underused. I am also slightly stuck the underused. I have fixed it the underused. Monster's fine. Sim and Bailey are having a bit of a joking session. Don't worry about it. Did you hear about the woman that tried to sue Volvic? Oh dear, what happened with Volvic and this random weird woman? I'm fully expecting some ridiculous story about volcanoes and her thinking volcanoes are toxic. Please tell me I'm right there. You have a straight... I do as well, actually. I'm not too gone on the dirt skin, though. Because... there is... yeah, the dirt skin has no normals. Which just makes it look kind of crap. Like, there is an issue with ARM Team mods. And, it's the same across all of them, and I really wish they'd fix it. As the textures are just kind of outdated. The models are great. The models are great, but the textures are just FS13 spec. And, it's a real shame they won't update them. That's even dumber than I expected. That is kind of an achievement. Who puts flavored water in their irons so that it smells nice? The flavoring is literally just sugar. It's like, yeah, it tastes nice, but it's not particularly healthy. It's not really got an odor. Subs and like, well, thank you very much, Logan, for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse of University. Isn't there a joke about bad jokes? Or isn't there a joke about bad rules? There's probably a joke about bad rules. There's a rule about bad jokes. But that's up to the mods to apply. Also, that's a true story, so it's not really a joke. Sim, there's more than one person put their iPhone in the microwave to charge it. That was a prank that 4chan pulled at one point. They claimed that the new, the new iOS allowed for charging in a microwave, and people started microwaving their iPhones. And then getting really angry when they realized that their iPhone was now dead because they'd microwaved it. I'm gonna bring this over to the shed with the beets in, just to get the pot of beets as high as I can, as neat as I can. So there's our Massey 698T. You have the clicking of my keyboard. I do as well. If you don't like it, by the way, you do get used to it after a while. You kind of ignore the fact that it's just clicking constantly. Whatever microwave an iPhone. No, you genuinely think I'd microwave something that contains lithium ions? Did I see Giant's Twitter post yesterday regarding the April Fool's thing? Oh god, are people still asking about that? Please tell me Giants was like, dude, calm down, it was a joke for April Fool's Day. Or are they now actually going to try and create it? Because I didn't see the tweet. I haven't really been on Twitter that much. And when I am, I'm usually like looking at people I want to follow, not fancy. What did Giants have to say for themselves about the whole April Fool's thing? Yeah, that... Typical goes. The smell thing is real. Wait, they actually made it? What's with the excessive tip calls? I don't know! I'm guessing Oxygendavid actually painted them. Oh, they're painted tip calls. I'm looking at the map and I'm seeing I'm actually aligned north-south when I'm in here. That is north-south alignment. Oxygendavid has very ingeniously placed these sheds so he's got painted tip calls on the floor so they can't break. So there, the tip calls, yes, are a bit excessive, but that's so they don't break. Perfect. Also, with the clicky keyboard, you should be really glad I don't play first-person shooters or like stuff where I'd have to be typing a lot. Because could you guys imagine me like playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds or something like that, where I'm having to type almost constantly? Or use the keyboard almost constantly? The smell thing actually exists. Why? Why does the smell thing actually exist? Thank you, VF. I think that parking was perfect. What's tip call? It's what stops the tip anywhere piles from going through walls. Hello, how are you doing today? I could open my window and smell slurry most of the time. Which is why I tend to have my window closed. You haven't watched part 2 of the MP? Oh no! Massey, dude! Part 2 that went out last Sunday is the one where Sim goes flying. And apparently he was really glad that he had push to talk on because he started swearing at the game quite badly. Better slurry than sludge. This is probably true. Completely forgot. Ah, well done. For those of you that haven't, when's the next MP? When we remember to record it. That's not me being sarcastic. That's actually the actual way that we do it. Is like when we can all manage to get together at the same place at the same time, we'll record. Otherwise, there's no MP. Because I completely forgot to arrange it this week, and apparently I'm in charge of arranging the damn thing. Which I guess is fair, because I'm the only one who's putting it up on the channel at the moment. Although I think Sim should record it. You guys should start berating Sim about recording the MP. Let's get this spun around. A while, I'm guessing. It could be a couple of weeks again, yeah. I might if the guys are able to. Logan, I'm just gonna put it out there, don't say stuff like that in the chat in future. I know that you're just stating a fact, but it is advertising and it's not a good idea. Because it gives you a bad name if you do it. I get that it wasn't kind of malicious. You didn't mean to do it like, oh, I'm going to advertise my channel right now. So like, oh, I'm going to go upload a video. I've got things to do. But there are people who come in and are like, I'm going to just come into this channel because there's like 37 people here. And I'm going to put my channel link in and be like, everybody subscribe to me now. Or else I'll like punch you in the face or something. And they're idiots. All of them. Yeah, the 240, 200 horsepower, and the front wheels went up in the air. Did you try changing it to 6, by the way, Massey? Because I want to see what happens if you give the 240 a torque scale of 6. Hello, Lancy boy. How are you doing today? Not too bright. That's fine, Logan. Everybody makes mistakes. Plus, you didn't know, so it's completely fine. I tend to give people, when it's clearly an innocent mistake like that, I give people the benefit of the doubt. Upton's looking good. Good to hear, Lancy. Although I have heard that you've had, shall we say issues with somebody else on YouTube lately? Because I found a video, I'm not going to name names because I'm not going to give them traffic because they don't deserve it. But I was watching a video where somebody had you in their stream chat and started abusing you. News travels fast. It was put into my Discord last night and I've been having an argument with him since. He's completely clueless. He genuinely has no idea what he was trying to talk about there. I mean, if that's the way he really genuinely feels about everything, he needs to get off YouTube. People like him ain't welcome in the farm sim community. And I mean, technically speaking, you or just Dave or somebody could say, well, you don't have permission to use my maps anymore. If you use them, well, I'll DMCA you, because mappers do own copyright to the maps and anything in them. It's actually in Giant's terms of service, which he just refuses to admit. What's happened? Massey, it's not worth talking about. I'll make a video on this the entire situation. I won't name names, but I'll use their arguments against them in the video. Because it's too easy to rip their entire argument apart. Because I did it 6 times already. And all I got were personal attacks and very abusive language, in fact. So I have reported their channel to YouTube for the abusive language that I received. YouTube probably won't do anything, but yeah, they've made my little poop list. Which is why I'm not naming their name. I'm not giving them the traffic. He's using your starter map. Did you give him permission to use it, Lancey? Because you could get the map taken down off websites because if you didn't give him permission to use the starter map, unless like I know like 90% of map makers and stuff could you know, just say, hey, use what you want. But you could literally just have it taken down from everywhere. It was on FSUK, yeah, but there's no rule on FSUK saying, oh yeah, everything has to be publicly available to everyone. Giant's Terms of Service overrule that, and they say mappers own copyright, or everybody owns copyrights to what they create. He's just too dense to actually accept it. I mean, this is the same person who thought you had to legally register copyright in a court. Which, that's trademark law. But of course he only actually admits that it's a real thing when it suits him. And when it benefits him, so. Am I surprised? No. Am I, after reporting his channel to YouTube for hate speech? Absolutely, because some of the language he used aimed at me is just genuinely hate speech. You don't argue with me and use some of the words he used. You will lose the argument immediately and I will come down like a ton of bricks. Giants, yeah, he thinks Giants own the copyright. I've read up the terms of service and I actually looked at them very specifically. Giants don't own anything. They have the rights to the copyright. They have the rights to everything. They don't actually own any mod, ever. So you can DMCA somebody else for using your mod without permission. In theory, everything I use is a risk, but hey. I don't see many modders getting angry with me because I tend not to attack people personally using homophobic language. Thought I was saying this for video. Oh, I'll go into it in more detail in the video, Matt, but like where he crossed the line for me was using actual homophobic language. And that's a no-no. That's a big no-no, especially around me. I don't pretend to be a special little snowflake, but if you use language that is that abusive, then yeah, I'm going to completely wreck you. Right, exactly, Massey. That's the kind of person who doesn't belong on YouTube. I literally reported the channel to YouTube for that. You don't want to argue with me, because I'll use facts against you. You shouldn't ever argue with the scientists in general, because we tend to have research brains and do research and find genuine facts. Yeah, I'm just ignoring him at this point. I mean, he's been banned from this channel. I've blocked him on YouTube. I've reported his channel to YouTube for his language, his abuse, his harassment. The fact that he's giving out false and misleading legal advice. Because that's what it is. His channel is doomed. Man Train Driver the mod list is effectively dead. I've kind of killed that. I need to take it off the website. As for the IMT, it's on one of the third-party dodgy sites. I found it one day and I was like, ooh, fun. He's got no respect for anyone, but expects everybody to have respect for him. Which is a case of, if you don't treat me like an authority, then I won't treat you as a human. That's the way he sees with the world. Who is it? Not naming names, I'm not going to give them the traffic. And the way that they're behaving, their channel won't be around for very long anyway. Because they're 100% reliant on live streams, and a single community strike gets rid of live streams. Yeah, don't ask who it is, guys. I'm not gonna leave myself open to further attacks by naming them. Suffice it to say, I have reported them to YouTube for their behavior and their abuse and harassment of me, personally. And of, you know, other people as well. Their channel won't be around long. If YouTube actually holds up to their end of the bargain, and I'll be actually emailing, putting a support ticket with YouTube later on today. To talk to an actual human at YouTube about that. Because I'm not letting it drop. You don't use that language with me, ever. I cannot drive this thing. I know I can't. That's the fun of it. But yeah, I'm not letting that drop. Very excited for Oakfield. Oakfield looks amazing. Oh, Nancy, all I'll say is you just use homophobic language with me. And I'll email somebody. I'll email YouTube because, fun fact, everybody over 1,000 subscribers actually gets an email they can use to contact YouTube, and I'll contact them and see if something can be done by giving them a bit of a prod. Hello, Faye. It's disgusting. It shows that they've lost the argument before they've even begun. I mean, if you're insulting somebody personally, you've lost the argument. And yes, I called him an idiot many times, but that's because he is. If you won't accept that you're wrong, you're an idiot. This more is one of your favourite mods. It is one of my favourites as well. I like the silliness of it. You know, as crazy as it is, and as bad as I am at driving it, I enjoy the mentality of it. Oakfield, I think Oxygendavid's planning on bringing it to console as well. He tends to be pretty good at bringing stuff to console, and I'd like to have a word with him at some point. I might send him a message someday, just do a like mini interview out of curiosity, because there's a few things I'd like to know, and it'd be interesting. Hey Tim, how you doing? Let's get this backed up. Right. Now we run into issues. Because, I'll tell you for why. The time has come to move the rest of the bales. You're wondering what Oakfield was. I finally started remembering it's Oxygendavid's next map. Because for those of you that have followed me for a while, you'll know I keep forgetting the name of the map. I'm terrible at remembering map names, especially like work in progress maps. The names just escape me constantly. So remembering Oakfield is a bit of a big deal. Remembering the name of Oakfield. Where is the Bale Fork? Where is the Bale Fork? I'm gonna need that now or in a minute. There it is. Where is it? In field 37. Awesome. And the way to get to Fuel 37 on... Where I get the... Oh, the mower? That is on Mod Hoster. I almost said Mod Hub. It's on Mod Hoster. It's called the Crass Hopper. Hello, Fabio Braga. I'm very good today. How are you? Don't know your whip name. Nope. Honestly, the only 2 whips I can remember the names of, and this is vague. Well, 3, I guess. Is West Coast because I've been following it forever. Oakfield Farm because it's Oxygendavid's, and I'm really looking forward to that because it's Oxygendavid. Upton because of Lancey's. I guess technically Ventonwin because that's a whip convert. My own, obviously, because how am I going to forget the name of my own map that I've been working on for like 2 years? Massey's about to break the game. By the way, I'm using creator tools to cheat here. I shouldn't be able to lift these. But it's easier to cheat like this than to try and deal with pallet forks and these things. Come on. Close enough. There we go. Right. Here we go. Let's get this back over to the yard. We'll get literally a tractor up to the field with the baleage. With the bales. Downside of this keyboard is sometimes I'll hold down A or D and not realize it because I'm just putting that small bit too much pressure on the keys. So I'm used to having like a bit of pressure on my fingertips, and I'm not used to how light these keys actually are. It's annoying when the paddock collides with the player. It really is. So let's get this into the shed. This time I'm not going to rage because I've got a plan. I'm gonna get annoyed, but I'm not gonna rage. Because last time I did this, I raged fully. Let's get the fast track. Let's go forwards. We'll get the bales out of field 13 and stack them up into the shed. I solemnly swear I'll do my best not to rage this time. I'll at least try. 50 likes? Awesome. Let's see, what time is it? 20 past 6. Let's see if we can hit, can we hit 75, I wonder? Dang it! Come on. There we go. So I'm about to do bale stacking, which means I'm about to get really irritable. Not openly admit that happens. La 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 la. Round we go. This is gonna have to be probably a slow crawl. Going back up to the yard. Bales are over in this field over here. Now once we got the bales stacked up, which we should do today, should get these 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 bales stacked in reasonably short order. What I will do then is I will grab cultivator. And we'll start cultivating up the 2 fields.
Hello, Dave. Is that Dave? Dave's there.
Philip Berglund, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I'm just going to move my mic here a bit. There we go. Hopefully you didn't hear too much of that. Because... Come on. This is why I use diff lock so much. Why? Why? Why must the bale trailer insist on annoying me so much? Hey Dans, welcome back from holiday. What am I gonna do with the HD bales? Can too much detail ruin a map? No. I mean, if you got too much stuff in a map, then maybe it'll cause some frame rate issues, but too much detail can't possibly ruin a map. Like, I've heard of issues where if you put too much, well, I know if you put too much stuff into, like, a 4X, it'll cause performance issues. But it won't ruin the map. It might ruin the performance. Yeah, bad optimizing will ruin a map, but like putting the right number of things in an area is part of optimization. So if you put too much stuff in an area, it'll cause some frame rate issues. Error render device unknown. Can I tell you what that is? Yes, that is usually a mod or a map conflict, Fabio. Sitting at 640 megabytes a minute. I'm pretty sure you can optimize that down to like 300. I think everybody's been bothering him lately, but Oxygendavid will probably be able to help you optimize that down to like 300 meg. Or Bullet Bill. They're just the kings of optimization. I have heard that the West Coast is only like 300 megabytes. Or less than 400 for sure. Because Bullet Bill is just like the god of optimization. I still haven't actually watched a video of the West Coast. Not watched any of the map tours, intentionally. Yeah, you can optimize within an inch of its life. I've not started optimization on Donetsk yet, but I've done a small bit. But when I do, it's gonna hopefully come down pretty well. How do you fix that? Unfortunately, Fabio, the only way to fix it is... there's a few ways. If you got a Steam version, verify the integrity of your game cache, which is under Properties. If you don't, reinstalling the game might fix it. If they don't work, you've got a bigger problem, and you're going to have to go through each of your mods one by one. Like, literally remove everything from your mod folder and put it back in one by one to find out what's causing that issue. It could also be that your shader cache is a bit broken, so you might want to delete that. That's in your app data folder somewhere. No, it's not. It's in your Farming Simulator 2017 folder. That can fix it from time to time. There's so many. I've just realised I took the really long way of bringing the bales back. I could have just gone in that. Dang it. Hang on, that means I took the really long way the first time around as well. Oh, I could have avoided so much hassle the first time. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Yep. You'll be back in half an hour? Stream will be finishing in half an hour-ish, Dara. We just have a map in the mod section. It's probably something to do with the map then. I know some maps, if they're badly optimized, can cause issues. But it's not something that should impact you too much. In theory. In practice, I'm probably wrong. Come on, strap. It's not me being mean to you, by the way, Dara. That's just me saying, you know, I'm planning on finishing up at 7. It's 6:30 now, so... Unfortunately, it doesn't match up. Landy should, in theory, be live by the time you're back, though, so go check it out. Some lower spec graphics cards cause that issue, too. That could be it. I know when I've experienced that issue, it's been a map/mod conflict. So my experience says it's a conflict somewhere. Those bales are going to explode at some point, I know it. They are also hay bales, right? Yes. £596 per bale? How much are these bales worth? 717. Interesting. You're very disappointed. What are you disappointed by, Massey? The fact that I've not screwed up yet, or the fact that I'm not actually shouting at the game yet? Or are you just talking about your Massey? The Massey? Well, why are you disappointed in having a 1300 horsepower Massey 240? I don't think you should be disappointed. I think you should be shocked and amazed. Because you now got the most powerful Massey 240 in the world ever. Hello, Dan. I've been behaving today. I've not gone... How did that happen? Manitou looks easy to drive. Just because I'm better at bale stacking than you, Lancy. Because each and every one of these bales has been stacked manually. By hand. Using keyboard and mouse, might I add. Only took me 5 hours. Well, by telehandler, yes. I could literally do it by hand. It's looking like I'm gonna get a good pretty penny out of all these bales. It is also looking like I should probably kind of add. You haven't done the PDA yet. The PDA, I think, is one of the easier parts of the map to do. Correct me if I'm wrong. Thoroughly invite map makers and everybody to correct me. Yeah, feel free to send it over. I'll have a look through it for bugs and stuff. I won't do videos on it for a little bit. Just I don't want a repeat of Selby where I'm missing stuff because I'm trying to do series on it. So I'll do a testing first and then afterwards probably do a first look. if there are any bigger issues, they're resolved, or if there's no big issues, I can do it later on. But it's looking like I'll be in Farm Sim tonight. What will West Coast replace? You're looking at it. We're leaving Thornton for West Coast, because honestly, West Coast is going to kill Thornton anyway, so I might as well just follow the trend of everybody leaving Thornton for the West Coast. There we go. This has gone a lot better than I think anybody could have anticipated for me. How many of you guys were expecting Bale Explosions to happen? Like, be honest guys, how many of you were expecting Bale Explosions? Because I know I was. West Coast has something to do with Wales. Yeah, it's based on, like, an area up by Wales. Don't jinx myself. I'm done with the bales, Dan. There has been no... I am stuck in a wall. I was stuck in the water tank. Right. Onwards, upwards, and sideways, and to the left slightly. Because now it is time to grab... Where's the cultivator gone? Where did I put the cultivator? The cultivator's in here somewhere, and I know it is. There it is. Mid Wales to be exact, which isn't the coast. Midwest Wales? Now it's time to do some cultivating. There's always next time. There probably won't be oh, probably won't be next time on Thornton. I don't expect to get to summer again on Thornton. What do weeders do? They fertilize the first stage of growth. And I tend to use them to get rid of, like, crop windrows. They can do that, which is nice. Do I have any animals on Thornton? No. I do not have animals. Oh, I've got sheep, but I think they're broken. So let's get this cultivated up. Why is that set to 1 kilometer an hour? We got chickens. Chickens don't count. Am I doing animals on the West Coast? I'll probably do cows on the West Coast. West Coast I won't be playing with seasons, so I'll have a bit more freedom to do what I want. Spamming key number 2, yes I was. Oh! Horn button. I may or may not be slightly bored. I seem happy today. I'm just hyper. There's a difference between happy and hyper. I'm more hyper than I am happy. That's why my keyboard's break. My old keyboard never broke. It's just some of the keys seem to stick a bit more than they should have. Which apparently happens with keyboards after a while. But I've never actually broken a keyboard. Have I been sleeping well? Yeah, pretty well actually. Dan's gonna make a joke, something along the lines of that's what Silver would say. back in the Dave Show, and he's spamming the horn. Completely standard. The one good thing about the clickiness of these keys is it sounds like I'm pressing a button. Like, for the lights, it sounds like I'm like hitting a toggle switch of some description. I don't know, monster. If you didn't make a silver joke when you're talking about sticky keys, probably not going to. That's because I preempted your silver joke. Keep wondering what year it'll come out. He's been working on it a lot lately, though. Like, in all seriousness, Silver's been working on things a lot more than I've been working on Desk. And the stuff I've been doing on Desk is kind of boring. It's work that needs to be done, which is like preparing headlands. But it's boring work. Also, hello, Fent1050. How are you doing this wonderful Friday? I hope you're looking forward to your weekend. You put a 5p in the CD drive. That's not how you make online payments, Massey. Ah, Logan's back. Well, welcome back, Logan. If you haven't noticed, by the way, these streams I tend to talk to chat a lot. Sometimes I'll miss, either intentionally or not, messages. Sometimes I'll intentionally ignore some stuff that I don't want to talk about. But yeah, I try and engage with chat a lot because that's kind of what I see streams as being. For the most part, especially when I'm doing pretty repetitive stuff like cultivating or ploughing. It's good to talk to you guys. You got work. Dang. That's not good. Also suddenly, oh joys! Plug out your PC, Nathan. If there's lightning in the air, yeah. Unless you got like me, 2 surge protectors before it gets to your PC. Because I am paranoid about power surges. Plug out. Yes, I said plug out. Don't start with this. Sim's been at me about the whole plug out thing. Don't you start as well. Hello, Philip. Matt, if you want to know if Sim's in TeamSpeak, why don't you connect yourself and find out? Odds are Sim and Landy are in there right now talking nonsense about me, making fun of me. Did you conveniently forget you had the IP, Matt? What degrees is it where I am? Like low 20s, I think. I'll have a look real quick. My weather app on my phone, because I can't be bothered actually using an actual thermometer, mainly because I don't have one at the moment, is saying it is 19 degrees. It was 23 earlier on, it's now down to 19. You forget a lot of things. Is that why you haven't been on TeamSpeak? You legitimately forgot you had the IP. It's updating. Yeah, it's been updating a lot recently. $56 likes? Awesome. So yeah, we can get that number. I'd like to get to 75 or more. You're shy. Yeah, TeamSpeak... Matt's been in TeamSpeak. He knows that it's not a place for the shy people. Or people who are opposed to language. Because, yeah. Cam. What about Cam? I'm using diff locks now because it actually makes sense because I'm going over plough ground, by the way. Hello, Ethan. How are you doing today? I think diff locks make sense if you're going over plough ground like this because you could run into problems. And you're not going at too high of a speed. It's family friendly. No, it's not. There's not even a room in the TeamSpeak that has a family-friendly name. Hello, Matze. But the main room in the TeamSpeak is not doesn't have a family-friendly name. Silver's room definitely doesn't. That's barely human-friendly. Granted, I came up with the name, but that's beside the point.
That Dave!
Ethan, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Can I use GPS and go in cab? I can. Will I? No. The reason I don't go in cab too much at the moment is just because Trackhat kind of annoys me in Farm Sim because I keep having to recenter it, and I'm getting used still getting used to the positioning of my where my thingy is. Isn't Sim pretty shy? It's not that he's shy, it's just that he doesn't trust himself a lot of the time. What's the youngest age in the team see? I think it's Eddie, who's like 16. I think he's the youngest person to have the IP. The rest of us are all like in our 20s plus. The youngest that's in there regularly is, I think, Dan. How's the spider and webcam doing? I haven't seen him in a while. I think he's actually outgrown the webcam and he's crawling around the walls now. It's only in TeamSpeak. I'll be on after the stream, Matt. Don't worry. You won't be lonely for long. But we do actually have like a mini rule between ourselves on who gets the IP and who doesn't. Silver's young. Oh, Silver, yeah, Silver's the youngest. Other than Eddie. But Silver's not been in there regularly of late. That's the thing, is like Silver will just disappear for a month at a time. Eddie's only 16, Fahy, yeah. Everybody thinks that he's like 18 or something, and then he's like, no, I'm 16. And what? No, he's 16. He doesn't want to be brainwashed. No, he doesn't. Oh. I'm enjoying all the hints of people who are like, I want to join the TeamSpeak. Honestly, if you want to join, you probably won't. Because we usually... The funny thing is, most of the people that have the IP don't want to come in there. Because like, the group that's in there most of the time is the group that's in there most of the time. But there's a lot of people who have the IP that just don't join. Which I find kind of hilarious. It's the TeamSpeak that nobody wants to be in, but everybody wants to be in. Upton's 99% complete. Awesome, Lancy. I'll make sure and break it for you nicely. Also, by the way, guys, when I say like I'm gonna rip the map apart to Lancy and Dusty and Oxygendavid, yeah, that's me making a joke. It's not stuff you should say to mappers. Yeah, it's me making a joke because they know what I'm like and they know that I tend to break things. Exactly, Louis. The people, oh good lord, the people who get the IP, mainly mappers, don't usually join, just because they don't want it. You know, it's join if you want. Here's the IP, deal with it, and they don't join. And then the rest of us are kind of all YouTubers, and we just swear at each other a lot because me, Sim, and Landy, we all have the PG filters. How does being a mod work? You have to deal with my nonsense. Map open while I'm streaming to fix it? Yeah, probably. I might stream with that map quite a lot, actually. I'm a bit bored of Thornton at the moment. I'm a bit bored of seasons as a whole. It's kind of taking away my enjoyment of the game just a bit. So I'm gonna go without seasons for a while on Upton and the West Coast and see if I get into the mood to play seasons again. You never swear. Sure, Dan. You keep saying that. Oh, yeah, mods get extra controls and stuff. Which mappers have the IP? Lancy, DustyDave, Oxygendavid, Bullet Bill. I think that's all the mappers that have the IP that I know of. There's a couple of other YouTubers that have it that I'm not going to name names. Like the mods have extra controls. I've got, well, Louis will know this himself because he streams. Anybody who streams on YouTube will know what the Stream Now dashboard is like. It's insane. Yeah, so it's just all the top guys, Louis. You know, standard for a TeamSpeak. What you'll find is the top guys never admit that they're the top guys. They'll always say, oh, this person over here is better. And like so many people have been saying, even Lancy said this to me, is like, my map is a lot better. You haven't seen the new dashboard. It's the same dashboard that it was, Dave, don't worry. But like a lot of people never stream on YouTube, so they haven't seen the dashboard ever. But it's just like so much information that is really, really useful. Like I can see a little graph of how my views have been doing over the course of the stream in real time. I can see how long it's been going. I can see in 2 different places how many people are watching. I can see how many messages per minute are coming in chat. And that's honestly the least I'd expect with the dashboard for streaming. Although I will say, Dave, YouTube are bringing in a new creator studio soon, and the new one is amazing. I've got access to the beta of it. I don't know if I'm supposed to be. I don't know if I'm able to say this, but I've got access to the new YouTube Studio beta, and oh my god, the information overload! It's amazing. It just all of the information that I want is there. And it's like, if I want to see, we'll say, what the top search terms that bring people to my channel is, it's there. If I want to see what videos are suggesting mine, it's there. I was supposed to say that. Probably not, but I don't care. But it's like all the information that a creator on YouTube wants is there. And breakdowns of all the information. Which just, it's so useful that the analytics on YouTube are never going to be the same again with that. And it's a lot of the stuff that's in the mobile app, which I've always said was the better way of looking at analytics anyway. So I'm quite happy with the way the new creator studio is shaping up. It's unfinished at the moment, but it's looking very interesting for providing more information to YouTubers. Which is great. Does anyone know where there's an ATV mod? There's probably one on ModHoster somewhere, Nathan. If you're gonna look there. I can't remember if there's one on Giant's Mod Hub, but there's almost definitely one on ModHoster. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing one. 58 likes. Let's see if we can get what time is it? Let's see if we can hit 60 because I will be finishing quite soon. Just looking at the time. We'll probably get this field finished. Hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe. And even if we don't, I'll be back tomorrow with another Thornton stream. Oops. Actually, I might stream some Donetsk tomorrow. I've said many times the map is unplayable, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done in GE still. Like, I've taken a break from placing trees. I could continue placing the field boundary trees, because I figured out a way of getting them to disappear for a little bit. I say I figured it out. I can move the entire transform group down to like -3 meters, and they'll all disappear under the map because they're all kind of linked to the that transform group. So I could do all the field edge, or the headlands, or all the field edge trees, and then do the headlands. One thing I do need to do is swap out get rid of the water plane that I imported in last time. The one that's on the mod hub. Thank you, Monster. The one that's on the mod hub as a prefab, I don't like it. It's too cloudy, it's too blue. And there's going to be plenty of maps using it, I'm sure of it, and I'm sure it'll look nice on those maps, but it doesn't suit mine. Like, it'd be great for... Pizza, you might be interested in it. If you want to put like a mountain lake into your Norwegian map, the blue and the kind of cloudiness would be really nice for that. But for the river on mine, it doesn't suit. What I'll probably do is I'll take the water plane from Thornton and use that instead. Pizza, the water plane prefabs on the mod hub. Landy streaming next? Yes, he is going to be streaming in about 5 minutes time, I believe. And as soon as I get a notification through my phone, I'm going to bring up the end screen. Thank you to whoever just subscribed, by the way, because I've just noticed we hit the sub goal for the day. Lurk subs are the best subs, because you guys don't tend to screw with the numbers as much. Unfortunately, some people subscribe just to get a shout out and then unsubscribe immediately. He should be live in about the stream. He should actually be going live momentarily with his countdown, so I'm keeping an eye on my phone. Being a professional, being nice. Because we don't generally like overlapping each other. Especially if we're both playing Farm Sim. So for those of you that don't know, we have kind of an unwritten rule that we just kind of agreed to between ourselves, that if I'm streaming a non-Farm Sim game and he's streaming a Farm Sim game, or vice versa, overlaps are fine, because it's basically two different audiences, especially if I'm on my second channel. But if we're both streaming Farm Sim, they're to be avoided as much as possible. Obviously they're going to happen from time to time if I'm wanting to finish up a job and he's getting started. Like, will probably happen today, actually, because I'm so close to finishing this that I might just... yeah, I'm going to keep going until I've got this field done. And then we'll call a stream there. So there might be a bit of an overlap between me and Landy. Assuming... Yeah, I don't think anybody actually does go to those channels. I think they just want to shout out. Hello, 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 Dal. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, good sir. I'm doing well. How are you doing, good sir? What's a tractor I look at and say that's pure Irish? Just because I've seen so many of them around and it might sound odd, a Ford 5000 that's maybe a bit worse for wear. Like the old Ford 5000, I've seen so many of them that have been rusty and kind of, like, not in the best condition, but still clearly a Ford 5000. I do remember you, Aberporth. You've been in the streams quite a lot, and you haven't been around for a little while. Welcome back. Some people, if people talk a lot, then I tend to remember them a bit better. So, I mean, it is a case of the more you talk, the more likely it is I'll remember you. Where's Massey? He was here earlier. 7 hours to get back from Wales. Ooh, that sounds fun. I don't remember you. I do remember you, I just can't remember the name of your map. There's a difference there. There's a big difference between remembering people and... Hang on, Tommy! Did you subscribe to RainbowDave or the other channel? Because you might have found the other channel. Tommy135, were you not subscribed to me? Because I got an email five minutes ago that you'd subscribed to me. You subbed with YouTube Gaming. Oh. I wonder if that counts twice then. Interesting. Was Massey here? I was saying he was doing his Massey thing and just asking weird questions. Favorite car is probably the DeLorean DMC-12. You do need to sub on both. Oh, okay. And in a bit of perfect timing, Landy Kid has just gone live. Alright, Jeff, were you asking about the other channel streams? It'll be next week. Definitely Wednesday and Friday, maybe Tuesday as well. Mark IV Super is quite nice as well. I do like Supers. I like kind of sleeper cars almost. Although I do know that the DeLorean is definitely not a sleeper. In any case, that is going to do it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I don't know. I report a while. I think over a year, because he was saying about a year ago that he wanted to teach me Welsh. But that is going to do it for today. Head on over to Landy Kid. He's streaming right now on... I open it up on my phone. I'll be able to see. He is streaming on FarmSim. And he is streaming Dusty Cove today. So Dusty Dave is probably over there annoying him already. Until next time, stay safe. And yep, post links and pizza. Mods, spam the links. Until next time, stay safe. And goodbye.